Hadley slammed her textbook shut, her heart pounding as Athena's hand lingered too long on her shoulder, the touch sending electric shocks through her body that she couldn't ignore. It was supposed to be a simple study session at her best friend Sarah's house in suburban Seattle, but now, alone in the dimly lit kitchen while Sarah slept upstairs, Athena's whispered confession shattered everything. "I've seen the way you look at me, Hadley. You're not fooling anyone." Hadley froze, her mind racing with denial and desire, knowing this moment could unravel her carefully constructed life of secrets and pretense. She pulled away, but her feet wouldn't move. Athena, Sarah's older sister, fresh out of college and back home for the summer, had always been the enigma in the family. Confident, outspoken with a sharpness that cut through small talk like a knife. Hadley had known Sarah since middle school, their friendship a safe harbor in the storm of high school drama. But Athena was different. She was the one who challenged Hadley's every opinion during family dinners, the one whose laughter made Hadley's stomach twist in ways she didn't understand. Now, at 11 p.m., with the rain pattering against the window, Hadley felt exposed. "What are you talking about?" she stammered, her voice barely above a whisper, but inside her thoughts screamed, "This can't be happening. I've hidden this part of me for so long. What if Sarah finds out? What if my parents do?" Athena leaned against the counter, her eyes steady and unyielding. "Come on, Hadley. The stolen glances, the way you blush when I tease you. You're like me, aren't you? Tired of pretending?" Hadley wanted to deny it, to laugh it off as a joke, but the truth clawed at her throat. Growing up in a conservative household, where her father's church sermons railed against unnatural lifestyles, Hadley had buried her feelings deep. She dated boys to fit in, joined the cheer squad to seem normal, but late at night, her dreams betrayed her. Athena's presence amplified it all. "You're wrong," Hadley lied, but her voice cracked. Athena stepped closer, not touching, but close enough that Hadley could smell her vanilla shampoo. "Am I? Or are you just scared?" The question hung in the air, heavy with implication. Hadley's mind whirled. "If I admit it, everything changes. No more sleepovers with Sarah. No more family barbecues. But if I don't?" The silence stretched, broken only by the clock ticking on the wall. Hadley thought of her mother, who volunteered at the local community center, always preaching tolerance but drawing the line at anything that challenged their family's image. "We have standards, Hadley," she'd say. Standards that didn't include girls like Athena or girls like her. Athena sighed, running a hand through her hair. "Look, I get it. I came out in college and it was hell at first. Dad still won't talk about it. But living a lie? That's worse." Hadley felt a pang of envy mixed with fear. Athena had escaped to UCLA, found her freedom, while Hadley was stuck in this town, counting days until graduation. "Sarah's my best friend," Hadley whispered. "This would destroy her." Athena's expression softened. "Or it could make us all stronger. Think about it." Hadley didn't sleep that night after driving home. Her mind replayed the conversation endlessly. Athena's knowing smile, the warmth in her voice. By morning she avoided Sarah's texts, claiming a headache. But the pull was there, insistent. Days turned into a week of evasion, Hadley throwing herself into schoolwork, volunteering at the animal shelter. Anything to distract from the turmoil inside. Was Athena right? Was she tired of pretending? The question gnawed at her, especially when she saw couples at school, holding hands without fear. Her own dates with Jake from the football team felt hollow, his kisses mechanical. "What's wrong?" he'd ask, but she couldn't explain. Inside she battled, "This is wrong. Mom and Dad would disown me. But Athena, she understands." Then the invitation came. A group hangout at the lake. Sarah insisted. "You have to come, Hadley. Athena's bringing her friends from college." Hadley's heart raced. She went, telling herself it was for Sarah. But when Athena arrived, in cut-off shorts and a tank top, laughing with her crew, Hadley's resolve cracked. They ended up talking by the water's edge, away from the others. "Missed me?" Athena teased. Hadley rolled her eyes, but her pulse quickened. "You're full of yourself." Athena grinned. "Maybe, but you're here." The conversation flowed, from college stories to dreams of escaping Seattle. Hadley opened up about her parents' expectations. "Straight A's, perfect daughter. They want me to be someone I'm not," she admitted. Athena nodded. "I know that feeling. But you get to choose. As the sun set, Athena's hand brushed Hadley's accidentally, or not. The spark was undeniable. Hadley pulled back, but not before Sarah noticed from afar, her brow furrowing. That night Hadley lay awake torn. Pursue this and risk everything. Ignore it and suffocate. The choice loomed, heavier than ever. Over the next few days, secret texts began. Athena's messages were light at first, memes, recommendations for books on self-discovery. But they deepened. "What are you afraid of?" one read. Hadley replied honestly. "Losing everyone." Athena. "You might gain yourself." Hadley felt seen, truly seen for the first time. But guilt twisted in her gut. Sarah was oblivious, planning their senior trip. How could she betray her like this? The internal conflict raged. Loyalty to friendship versus truth to self. One evening, alone in her room, Hadley stared at her reflection. "Who are you?" she whispered. The answer terrified her. Finally, she agreed to meet Athena alone at a coffee shop downtown. Neutral ground, she told herself. Athena was waiting, 2 lattes in hand. "You came," she said, smiling. Hadley sat, nerves jangling. "I need to understand this." They talked for hours about Athena's coming out, the friends she lost, the freedom she gained. "It hurts, but it's worth it," Athena said. Hadley shared her own doubts, the sermons echoing in her mind. "My dad says it's a choice." "Asin." Athena's eyes flashed. "It's not a choice. It's who we are." Hadley felt a shift, a crack in her armor. As they left, Athena hugged her briefly, innocent but charged. Hadley drove home, mind buzzing. This feels right. But what now? The hook was set. Hadley began sneaking out, meeting Athena in parks, libraries, places where no one knew them. Each encounter peeled back layers of her facade. Athena challenged her. "Why hide? You're stronger than this." But Hadley hesitated, visions of her family's disappointment haunting her. "Give me time," she'd plead. Inside, she knew time was running out. Sarah started noticing Hadley's distractions. "What's up with you lately?" she'd ask. Hadley leaped, hating herself. The web of deception grew, and with it the tension. One wrong move and it all collapses, she thought. But the pull toward Athena was irresistible. Hadley's phone buzzed under her pillow at 2 a.m. Athena's name lighting up the screen. "Can't sleep. Thinking about you." She hesitated, then typed back. "Me too." The secret exchanges had become her lifeline. A rebellion against the suffocating normalcy of her life. But each message carried the weight of betrayal. Sarah, oblivious, still shared everything with Hadley, including complaints about Athena's wild college phase. How could she do this to her best friend? The guilt gnawed, but the thrill overpowered it. School became a blur. Hadley sat in class, doodling Athena's name in her notebook, then erasing it frantically. Her grades slipped slightly, enough for her mother to notice. "What's distracting you, honey?" she'd ask over dinner. Hadley mumbled about senior stress, but inside she screamed, "If you only knew." Her father, a deacon at their Baptist church, preached family values, quoting verses that made Hadley's stomach churn. "Love thy neighbor, but beware false paths," he'd say. She nodded along, but her mind wandered to Athena's touch, innocent yet profound. Was this the false path? Or the only true one? They met more frequently now, stolen moments in Athena's car, parked in secluded spots. Conversations turned intimate, not physical but emotional. Athena shared her scars. The argument with their parents when she came out, Sarah's initial confusion turning to support. "She stood by me," Athena said. Hadley winced. "And now I'm lying to her." Athena squeezed her hand. "We'll tell her when you're ready." But readiness felt elusive. Hadley battled daily. This joy is real, but at what cost? One afternoon they walked through a botanical garden. Fingers intertwined briefly. A passerby glanced and Hadley yanked away. "Sorry," she muttered. Athena's face fell. "You can't keep doing this to yourself or me." The pressure built. Sarah planned a surprise party for Athena's 23rd birthday, enlisting Hadley's help. "You're the best at decorations," Sarah gushed. Hadley agreed, throat tight. At the party, in their backyard strung with lights, Hadley avoided Athena's eyes. But later, when guests left, Athena cornered her in the garage. "Why are you ignoring me?" Hadley whispered fiercely. Because Sarah's right there. This is insane. Athena's voice cracked. Is it? Or are you just ashamed? The word stung. Hadley stormed out, tears blurring her vision. Home she curled up, thoughts raging. She's right. I'm a coward. But coming out means war with my family, my friends. Days of silence followed. Hadley missed Athena acutely, a void in her chest. She threw herself into church activities, hoping faith would suppress the feelings. But during a youth group meeting, the pastor discussed temptations of the flesh, and Hadley felt targeted. God loves you as you are, he said, but the undertone screamed otherwise. She left early, driving aimlessly, ending up at Athena's favorite cafe. There she was sipping coffee alone. Their eyes met. Athena approached. Truce. Hadley nodded, relief flooding her. They talked rebuilding bridges. I won't push, Athena promised. But Hadley knew the clock ticked. Their bond deepened. Athena introduced Hadley to LGBTQ+ books and podcasts, opening worlds Hadley never knew. See? We're not alone, Athena said. Hadley devoured them in secret, her worldview shifting. But doubt lingered. What if this ruined Sarah's life? She's so close to her sister. One evening, over hidden phone calls, Hadley confessed, I think I love you. Athena's breath hitched. I love you too. The admission was euphoric but terrifying. Now it's real. No turning back. Sarah began suspecting something. You've been weird, Hadley. Boy trouble. Hadley laughed it off, but the lie tasted bitter. Internally she debated. Tell her now or wait. The choice haunted her dreams, nightmares of rejection, of family exile. Athena urged patience, but tension simmered. At a school event, Hadley saw Athena pick up Sarah. Their sibling bond evident. Jealousy mixed with guilt. I'm tearing them apart, she thought. A turning point came during a family dinner at Hadley's house. Her parents invited the neighbors, including a boy they hoped she'd date. He's perfect for you, her mom whispered. Hadley endured, smiling fakely, but inside rage boiled. This isn't me. After, she texted Athena. I can't do this anymore. They met at midnight in a park. Athena held her as she cried. Then don't. Choose us. Hadley nodded, resolve forming. But the next day Sarah confronted her. Why were you out late? And why does Athena smile at her phone all the time? Hadley's heart stopped. The web tightened. She decided to confess. To Athena first, solidifying their plan. We'll tell Sarah together, Hadley said. Athena agreed, but worry etched her face. It might not go well. Hadley knew. The stakes were high: friendship, family, self. But suppression was killing her soul. As they parted, a quick embrace sealed it. Driving home, Hadley felt empowered yet fragile. One step at a time, she told herself. But fate had other plans. Sarah's text came like a thunderbolt. We need to talk. Now. Hadley's hand shook as she read it, knowing the jig was up. She met Sarah at their usual spot. A bench by the river in downtown Seattle. Sarah's face was stormy. What's going on with you and Athena? Hadley swallowed hard, the truth spilling out. We're together. Sarah's eyes widened in shock, then betrayal. My sister? How could you? The words echoed in Hadley's mind, a dagger to her heart. This was the price, losing her best friend. Sarah paced, tears streaming. You've been lying to me for months. I thought we were sisters. Hadley reached out, but Sarah recoiled. Don't. Just. Why? Hadley explained, voice trembling. The confusion, the denial, the undeniable pull. I didn't choose this. It just happened. But Sarah shook her head. It didn't just happen. You chose to hide it. Inside, Hadley agreed, I did. And now I'm paying. Sarah stormed off, leaving Hadley alone with the rushing water, symbolizing her turbulent emotions. Word spread subtly at first. Sarah distanced herself at school, avoiding Hadley in halls. Whispers followed. Did you hear? Hadley's with a girl. Hadley's stomach knotted. Her parents remained clueless, but the church community buzzed. A concerned friend from youth group texted, praying for you. Hadley deleted it, anger rising. Why pray? This is me. Athena supported her via calls. Sarah'll come around. Give her time. But time felt like an enemy. The family fallout began. Hadley's mom noticed the rift with Sarah. "What happened, sweetie?" Hadley deflected, but lies piled up. Internally she prepared, "Tell them. Face the storm." One Sunday after church, her dad sermonized on moral decay in society. Glancing at her oddly, paranoia set in. Did he know? That night she confided in Athena. "I'm scared." Athena. "I'm here." Their meetings became lifelines, but secrecy strained. Sarah's anger manifested in confrontation. She cornered Athena at home. "How could you go after my best friend?" Athena defended. "It's real, Sarah. We love each other." Sarah scoffed. Love? Or just rebellion? The argument escalated, doors slamming. Hadley learned later, guilt surging. "I'm the wedge between them." She met Sarah again, pleading. "Please understand. I never wanted to hurt you." Sarah softened slightly. "It feels like betrayal." Hadley nodded. "I know. I'm sorry." But forgiveness was distant. Social pressures mounted. At school, Hadley faced stares, a note in her locker. "Freak." She crumpled it, tears burning. "Why hate? We harm no one." Athena faced similar, old friends distancing. "Society's not as progressive as we think," she said bitterly. Hadley agreed, her resolve hardening, fight back. But doubt crept. Is love worth this pain? The climax hit at a family gathering. Sarah's family invited Hadley's for dinner. Pre-rift tradition. Tension crackled. Hadley and Athena exchanged glances, Sarah glaring. Midway, Sarah exploded. "Everyone, Hadley and Athena are dating." Silence fell. Hadley's mom gasped. Her dad turned red. "What?" Athena stood firm. "It's true." Chaos ensued. Hadley's dad demanded. "This ends now." Her mom cried. "How could you?" Hadley, voice steady. "Because it's who I am." Inside terror, "I've lost them." They left in a huff. Home, the interrogation began. "This is a phase," her dad insisted. "We'll get help." Hadley argued. "It's not a phase. I love her." Her mom sobbed. "What will people say?" Hadley thought. Who cares? But the hurt in their eyes pierced her. "I need time," she said, retreating to her room. Alone, she wept. Was coming out a mistake? No. But the cost. Athena faced parallel wrath. Their dad lectured. "You're influencing her wrongly." Athena retorted. "No, Dad. This is love." Sarah watched, conflicted. Later she texted Hadley. "I hate this, but I miss you." A crack in the ice. Hadley replied hopefully. But mending would take work. The aftermath lingered. Hadley navigated school with head high, but isolation stung. Athena became her anchor. Their bond tested but stronger. Internally, Hadley reflected. Choices define us. But do they justify the wreckage? The drama intensified, paving way for deeper wounds. Hadley's world fractured further when her father issued an ultimatum. End this nonsense or leave. The words hung like a noose, spoken in their living room amid tense silence. Her mother pleaded. Think of the family. But Hadley stood firm. I am thinking of me. Inside, panic swirled. Homeless? Alone? Yet defiance burned. I won't bend. She packed a bag that night, crashing at Athena's, Sarah's reluctant nod allowing it. The betrayal to her parents felt like a knife twist, but freedom beckoned. Athena's home became sanctuary, but tension simmered. Sarah hovered, half supportive, half resentful. You're choosing her over everything, Sarah said one evening. Hadley countered. No, over lies. Their friendship teetered, mended threads fraying. Athena mediated. We all need time. But time revealed cracks. Athena's job hunt suffered. Rumors from their conservative town affecting interviews. It's fine, she lied, but Hadley saw the strain. Guilt mounted, my choices hurt her too. Social backlash escalated. Church friends shunned Hadley, her youth group leader calling. Come back to the light. She hung up, rage-fueling hypocrites. At a community event, stares and whispers followed. One woman muttered. Shameful. Hadley confronted. Mind your business. Athena pulled her away. Not worth it. But inside Hadley seethed. Why fight for acceptance in a world that hates us? A moral dilemma arose when Hadley's scholarship interview loomed. The panel tied to her church might know. Lie. Athena suggested half-jokingly. Hadley refused. No more hiding. The interview went poorly, subtle questions on values. She left deflated. Integrity costs. That night, doubt assaulted. Was love a luxury I can't afford? Athena comforted. We'll figure it out. But finances strained. Hadley took a part-time job, exhaustion setting in. Betrayal struck from unexpected quarters. Sarah, in a moment of weakness, confided in a mutual friend, who spread it online. Posts appeared. Hadley the homewrecker. Hadley scrolled, horrified. How could she? Athena confronted Sarah. You did this. Sarah admitted. I was angry. Tears flowed. Hadley felt shattered. My best friend, my betrayer. Forgiveness? Hard. Internally she wrestled. Hold grudge or understand pain? The rift deepened family divides. Hadley's parents reached out sporadically. Her mom with tearful calls. Come home. But conditions attached. Leave Athena. Hadley refused, heartbreaking. They're choosing doctrine over daughter. Athena's family splintered too. Dad distant, mom mediating. Love wins, mom said. But does it? Hadley wondered. A pivotal choice came, move away together. Athena suggested Portland, fresh start. Hadley agreed, excitement mixed with terror. Abandon roots? But staying meant suffocation. Packing, she reflected. Sacrifices define love. Sarah helped reluctantly. I'll visit.
Attentativement.
But as they drove off, Hadley glanced back. Goodbye to safety, hello to unknown. Settling in Portland brought relief but challenges. New jobs, new friends, LGBTQ+ community welcoming. Yet homesickness hit. Hadley called her parents. I miss you. Silence, then hang up. Pain sharpened, rejection sting. Athena struggled too, missing Sarah. Was this right? She whispered one night. Hadley held her. It has to be. But doubt lingered.
Moral quandris persistit.
Hadley debated therapy, process trauma. Admit weakness? She thought. Yes, for healing. Sessions unearthed depths. Childhood suppression, fears roots. You're brave, therapist said. Hadley internalized. Maybe. But bravery hurts. Portland's rhythm offered solace, but echoes of the past haunted. Hadley and Athena built a life. Shared apartment, routines blending. Yet cracks appeared. Athena's late nights at work sparked jealousy. Who are you texting? Hadley accused once. Athena sighed. Friends. Trust me. Hadley did, but insecurity from old wounds festered. Betrayal lingers. Internally she fought. Don't sabotage this. Family reconciliation tempted. Hadley's mom visited secretly. Your dad's softening. Hope flickered. Really? But conditions. Discreet. Hadley refused. No half-lives. Mom left saddened. Hadley pondered. Compromise or principle? The choice tore her. Sarah called more, thawing. I get it now. Visits followed, bonds reforming. Sorry for everything, Sarah said. Hadley forgave. Me too. Healing began. Society's shadows persisted. At pride events, empowerment surged, but news of hate crimes chilled. Safe here. Hadley worried. Athena. Together, yes. But fear-motivated activism, volunteering at shelters. Fight back, Hadley decided. Personal growth bloomed. College classes, self-discovery. I'm more than my orientation, she realized. A major confrontation arose when Hadley's dad emailed. Let's talk. They met halfway in a neutral cafe. He admitted. I was wrong. Scared. Tears flowed. Forgive me. Hadley hesitated. Working on it. The meeting mended partially. Visits resumed, tentative. But full acceptance. Elusive. Internally she weighed, enough? Or demand more? Athena faced her own demons. A job offer back in Seattle tempted. Better pay. Hadley panicked. Leave me. Athena. Know us. Debate ensued. Stability versus roots. They chose stay, prioritizing love. But sacrifice stung. Hadley thought. Love demands trade-offs. Tensions peaked in an argument. You regret us? Athena asked after a rough day. Hadley snapped. Sometimes. Silence. Then apologies. No, never. The scare strengthened. Communicate. Therapy helped navigate. Awakening came gradually. Hadley reflected on the journey. Pain forged strength. Friends lost but true ones gained. Family fractured but rebuilding. Society's judgment? Ongoing battle. Worth it, she concluded. In quiet moments, Hadley journaled. Choices aren't black-white. Morals clash, hearts break, but truth liberates. Athena read it, smiling. Proud of you. The story culminated in a family reunion, tentative peace. Laughter mixed with awkwardness. Hadley watched, grateful yet wary. Sustainable?